The Tortoise and the Hare.
Once upon a time, in a lush green forest, there lived a hare who was famous for being the fastest animal around. He loved bragging about his speed to everyone. "No one in this forest can run as fast as I can," the hare said proudly. Most of the animals just smiled and ignored him. But one day, a small tortoise slowly stepped forward. Looking straight at the hare, the tortoise said calmly, "Speed isn't everything. I believe I can beat you in a race." The whole forest burst into laughter. A little, slow tortoise challenging the fastest hare. The hare laughed the loudest. "You beat me? That's hilarious." "All right, I accept your challenge," the hare said. The animals quickly organized the race. The finish line was a big, old tree on the other side of the hill. The next morning, all the animals gathered to watch. The hare stood confidently at the starting line, while the tortoise remained calm and steady. When the race began, the hare dashed off like lightning, leaving a trail of dust behind. The tortoise, as expected, took small, slow steps forward. After running for a while, the hare glanced back and smirked. "The slowpoke is miles behind," he thought. "I'll rest a bit and still win." The hare found a shady spot under a tree, laid down and said, "Just a quick rest. I'll still win easily." But the gentle breeze and the sound of birds soon lulled him into a deep sleep. The tortoise, though slow, felt determined. One step at a time, he thought, keeping his eyes firmly on the finish line. He didn't stop, and he didn't look back. When the tortoise passed the sleeping hare, he didn't say a word. He just continued his slow and steady journey toward the big, old tree. As the sun dipped low, the hare jolted awake. He glanced around frantically, but saw no sign of the tortoise. Panic set in as he realized he might lose. "Oh no!" the hare shouted, jumping to his feet. "I've got to catch up." The hare sprinted as fast as he could toward the finish line. But when he got there, he saw all the animals cheering for the tortoise. The tortoise had crossed the finish line just moments before the hare arrived. The hare hung his head in shame. Meanwhile, the tortoise turned to him and said kindly, "Mr. Hare, it's not about how fast you start. It's about staying steady and finishing strong." The hare nodded and admitted his pride had caused his defeat. From that day on, the hare learned to be more humble, and the forest animals never forgot the great lesson from the tortoise and the hare.
And that's all for this story. Thanks for your listening. Have a nice day.